Hello. Yesterday was very hot. 33 Celsius in the afternoon. I was up real early and I stripped down a sash window and I had to go and pick up some lead weights because whoever installed that window got the counterbalance weight wrong. 6 kilos of counterbalance for an 8 kilo window. Can these people not even count to 8? I had to wait 5 hours to pick up some lead. But even though I worked through the hottest part of the day, I did the job. And it feels good. That is Gurdjieff-esque, isn't it? Even when the conditions are against you, to succeed. To get something even out of the hardest of days. But that waiting around for 5 hours, it reminded me of when I used to do a 9 to 5. And you know, in the summer, when it's hot and bright, I'm usually up at 3 or 4 in the morning. I mean, I just wake up. I just wake up and I start doing stuff. That's the natural rhythm. Anybody who starts work at 9 a.m. in the summer, I mean, that's not being particle duty. That's bum particle duty. That is a life for somebody who wants to lie in and drift through meaninglessly. I don't know for what. I was never like that. In so many ways, mankind is insincere, lives without dignity. My teacher said that everybody on this planet has betrayed the light at some point. Of course, after a while, they don't even remember. They don't even remember. I hear children screaming sometimes when they're young. Then they remember. When they remember, it hurts. But gradually, with a few well-placed sweeties, the children are encouraged to forget that they could live. And they enter the 9 to 5. And then they drift around pretending that they're going somewhere. You know what's funny? Every time I go on a website, it asks me if I want to accept cookies. What the fuck is that? You think it's a joke? These same idiots are going to be doing heart transplant surgery on you one day. If you're not careful. These people don't care that they're not going anywhere. They don't care, they don't know, they don't recognize it. They're so full of self-calming. They waft in at 9 o'clock and they waft out at 5 o'clock. I don't know why, since nothing happens before, during or after. Here's the thing. I was talking about some role-playing exercises a few weeks back, and when I go for a walk, I do this sometimes. On each block I change character. So on one block I could be let's say President Zelensky. On the next block I could be Vladimir Putin, and on the block after that I could be Father Christmas. Affirming, denying, reconciling, right? And I tried to kind of feel the energy of that character and allow the machinery of my personality, my body to respond to it. There's a lot to be learned there. And the more you do this kind of work, you realize that ordinary people don't, and they don't have any free will. They don't exercise any choice. For them, there is only a line and they follow it. If the line goes to the right, then they go to the right. If the line goes up, then they go up. If the line goes down, they go down. And everything just happens and there's nobody home. And the thing about this is that if you want to be taught how to be, it has to be from somebody who is. Light leads to light. These days, in the UK anyway, people are always doing courses. They're always retraining so that they can mechanically regurgitate some nonsense that they paid money for. Without the participation of their soul. Real learning is from the fingertips, it is the unknown. There's no point asking anybody on this planet to teach you anything. That's what Osho said actually. He said that if you want to learn a musical instrument, then you should just get the instrument and that's it, and then begin. At a maximum, I would say if you like certain kind of music, you can listen to it and then try to play it. With no instruction whatsoever. That's the best way to learn. That's how you learn from your parents, you know? That's soul learning. And the rules are, I mean, what I'm saying here is that you should absolutely refuse and reject the world and all the people in it and all their fucking ideas. You should absolutely say, I do not, I wish not, I need not. There are rules, and there is power and possibility. There is ability, there is dignity, there is faith, hope and light and love. But these people don't know what it is. They have mechanized themselves into some crap you couldn't even imagine. But out there is reality. And it is your friend. Just like the sun is your friend. The sun is golden and gives generously, as do all the elements. I saw a seagull being killed last week. I was talking to a friend and looking out of the window, and there were 5 seagulls playing in the road, squabbling over a piece of bread perhaps. One of them was a fledgling from this year with brown feathers. And a car drove up the road and the seagulls left it late. But then all of a sudden the older ones flew off. But the fledgling rose up too late and got smacked. And then just lay there in the middle of the road with a broken head and guts pouring out. The car just drove off and people were walking up and down and nobody noticed anything. Nobody saw it, apart from me. I saw it. I walked down there and stood in front of the seagull. There seemed to be some life left in its eyes, but I couldn't move it because it was already in pieces. I said a prayer for the seagull, a Christian prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And then I walked home. Nobody else noticed. life or death. And isn't it just the same with people? One day they're here, one day they're not. Who has anything really to say about it? The last time I was talking about identity and projection, and that people see in each other's face their own feelings, and so they're unable to distinguish who they actually are or where the problems actually originate. And these days you hear people say that everyone is everyone and we're all the same and there's no distinctions. They talk like that. The meaning of that is that society is becoming less and less conscious, and the merging of identities is becoming dominant, and there are fewer and fewer people who are able to maintain their own identity. Or in other words, mankind's on the way down. But one thing is for sure is that as the real rules of life are unknown to these people, then there is hope, and a lot of it, for anybody who's interested still.